In this video, we're going to go over installing the 2 pulleys and belt, as well as tensioning the motor so that the belt is tight. The reelCNC kit comes with both the pulleys with the hardware needed, as well as the belt. Some of the tools you'll probably need are a 1/2-inch socket, a 1/2-inch wrench, a 5/16 socket, a 5/32 socket. You need the 2 pulleys. You're going to need a 12mm wrench or socket, and then some sort of pliers or channel locks, and we'll get to it. Okay, first we want to remove this nut and lock washer. Now this is a left-hand thread, so instead of turning counterclockwise to loosen it, we're going to turn clockwise. You probably are going to need some sort of pliers or channel locks to hold the sprocket, and then you're going to put a 12mm socket on here, and again turn it clockwise to loosen. We're going to take only the lock washer and the nut off. Okay, now we have our pulley, which has a sort of star shape in the back. We're going to keep our sprocket on here, and we're going to push this pulley on. Now, you might think it's all the way on, but it doesn't hurt to kind of tap it on all the way. There should be a relatively small gap back here. Now, we're going to take the lock washer and put it back in here, as well as the nut. And remember, you have to turn the nut the other way. Sometimes it's easier to turn the pulley to start it. Okay, and then we're going to take our socket again and tighten this up. And we want to make sure this is pretty tight, because this is what's driving the whole unit. This is what it should look like. Should be a relatively small gap, about 50 thousandths, and we're done with that sprocket. Okay, next we're going to take our reel sprocket that drives our reel, and you can see there's a bolt in here in the middle, and then there's another bolt on the side. This side bolt we can leave in here. You can see from the top, but we want to make sure it's loose and not clamping. And this bolt we want to take all the way out. Okay, now we should have already cleaned this shaft off from before and taken the key out in the previous video. We're going to take the side with the 2 nuts and face it inward, and we're going to look down this hole. You see how this middle hole goes all the way through? We want to line that hole up with the hole in our reel shaft, so we can turn our reel to where we want it, and we're going to use our eyes, line it up. We can even take our Allen wrench if you want, and it should be able to pass all the way through. Now, once we have this done, I want to be careful when we pull this out. We want to install our long bolt, but we don't want to move anything because it needs to go through that hole. Okay. We'll feel it start to grab that nut at the bottom. We want to tighten this up pretty good, because this is what's driving our whole unit. But again, be reasonable. And then after that, I'll show you a little closer here. We want to tighten this side bolt just to give it a little more clamping force. Okay, so that should be how we install our reel sprocket. Okay, next we're going to install our belt. So we're going to put it on one of these sprockets, and you might need to roll it on, kind of like this, or you might be able to just to get it on there, no problem. Now remember, the motor needs to be all the way down, and we should have left these loose, these motor bolts from a previous video, so they should be loose. Now what I suggest you do is tighten these bolts up all the way, and then back them off so they're just slightly loose so the motor can go up and down. So we're going to take our 1/2-inch wrench and our 1/2-inch socket and tighten these up, like I said, all the way. And then maybe back them off, a 1/4 turn. All right, and this last one back in the corner, this one is a little tough. You can actually put a wrench through this hole, but I'm going to do it from the side. should be able to get to it. Now we're ready to tension the unit, so we're going to put a 5/16 Allen, this one right here, into this hole where you can see that bolt. It's a little hard to see right here. And if we turn it like we're tightening a bolt clockwise, it will raise the tensioner, which is right here, this black thing right here. So be careful. This is still, it's a metal screw with plastic parts. So if your bolts here are too tight, you know, you shouldn't really need to turn this very hard. If you're getting much resistance and nothing's moving, you know, don't break it. You need to loosen your bolts up. So I'll show you how this works in a second. So we'll insert our Allen wrench here. And we'll start turning it. You should see the motor raise at some point and the belt start getting tight. Okay, the key here is we don't want the belt super tight. It should be able to move. And the looser we have it, sometimes the better. The thing is when this motor turns, if your reel gets locked up on a rock or something, the motor is going to want to keep turning. If this belt is a little loose, then it's going to slip, which is actually okay. That means that, you know, we're going to take a lot of load off the motor and we have time to shut it off. It's pretty loud, but we just want this to be stiff and connected. We don't need it to be super tight where you can't squeeze it. I mean, and you might have to play with this a little, but we also can't use this tensioner to put too much tension or it's going to break. So once we get this tension how we like it, we really want to take the load off the tensioner and put it all on these bolts. So we're going to go ahead and really tighten these 4 bolts as tight as we can. Okay, now I suggest putting your 5/16 Allen back into here and just loosening the tensioner just like half a turn. That just gets a little of the tension off of it. It's still holding it up, but you're putting more of the force onto these bolts. It's not a bad idea to just keep it a little loose. Okay, everything should look like this. This would be a good time to put your other wheel on. You can put it on whenever you want, but I'll show you how to do that in a second. It's very easy. Okay, in order to put the wheel back on, we're just going to take our wheel and shaft, and our shaft's going to go into the hex standoff here, and we can grab our 17mm wrench. We can grab the hex standoff from the back and tighten it up. Alright, this is how it should look. Alright, our next video we'll do some wiring.